A strange and friendless road. Upon the plain, a purple shadow. You and Paimon travel nearby to plain on your journey, or we're gonna meet someone familiar, and you know who that is. Let's just do this.
It's been a while since
Eh,
I set foot on Inazuma.
voice lines. I miss voice lines so much. Okay.
So many things have happened since then.
As if in the blink of an eye, there has been many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey.
A lot, but we still can't find our sister though.
So, where should we go today?
I don't know, somewhere. Wait a moment.
Huh? What's up?
Ooh! Someone's coming, be careful. Ooh, are we gonna fight someone already?
Hey, what the heck was that for?
Ooh. Oh, sword, dude!
Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright,
Ow.
let's convince him to calm down a little.
Ooh, okay, okay. That's your sword though. Wanna get serious? Alright. What? Over there. Oh, you teleport. Woo! The lag. It pains me. Woo! Oh, what happened?
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all?
Why do you ask?
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
Interesting.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them.
That's a good point, Paimon.
No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Like, why are you attacking me anyway?
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
No. I don't know that person.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business.
I mean, it's kind of my business to know, though.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm
Ouch.
wasting my time.
Alright then, and I'm not gonna help you then. Because I don't really want to help you.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase.
That's a strange sword, though.
Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazua.
Couldn't agree more.
Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazua to a duel, he won't be able to beat him.
I mean, I'm kind of scared of probably he can beat Kazuha, but I believe he's strong enough.
Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazua right away and tell him to watch his back.
Actually, I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
I can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting style are kind of similar. Yeah, he like teleports a lot and like moves a lot.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything.
Depending on the style though, like if they have like cool abilities.
Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazua so we won't get into any danger.
I mean, maybe he will follow us though, so we will lead him to Kazuha. Can be a possibility.
Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Alright. I guess we're gonna meet Kazuha then. Toy Fleet. Okay, the strange and friendless road. Let's go. Up here, not Kazuha. Okay, do you see Kazuha around here? Chow?
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazua is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Oh, so he's been here before. The samurai, I
Well, we
mean.
took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
Oh. That's not one person, but a lot of them.
If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention.
Yeah, because Kazuha is like a wanted criminal, but because of the recent thing that happened that he like become free again.
Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
I mean, Kazuha's kind of famous, not gonna lie.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. It's something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
I mean, if you wanna block that sword, then go ahead. You could compare it to the technique Beidou used to strike down Haishan.
Really? Wow.
Yeah?
Put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved.
Yeah.
He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him.
Oh, Tenryo Commission, got it.
I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He just got accused
Just
badly.
a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
The Shogun probably wants to show some goodwill. After all, the Raiden Shogun's mindset has changed. Yep,
Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
she changed her mind to everything is eternal to everything has to change.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to
Oh?
fend off the crowd.
Alright, so he's over here. Alright.
Oh? It's you.
Hello.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
Alright, I'll listen.
We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate.
That's kinda nice.
Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful.
At least he's getting the respect he deserves.
The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I heard a thing or two.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly,
Yes,
responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and
Snezhnaya,
Kamisato
you
clans
say?
were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just.
Yeah, they got accused by the Fatui.
Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past.
Yep.
In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large.
At least things are getting resolved in his clan.
However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
Probably.
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode.
Yeah, he's a wanderer. He doesn't want to stay in one location.
Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Okay.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazua in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike.
Told you he's strong.
Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo.
Oh,
As a
yeah.
result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I forgot about. Yeah, he has like two visions, and the other one is from his friend.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct.
Looks
However,
super young, by
to
the
some
way.
people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom.
I don't want to get noticed too. Not gonna lie. I want to be in the corner, not being noticed.
But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
I mean, there's someone who wants to like fight you.
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
There's like a guy with a cool sword wants to like fight you or duel you. Yeah. Attack on outskirts of town of Kazua.
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Could it be someone you trained with under the same master?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you.
I think it's about the sword though.
My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms.
So blade testing.
Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
Yeah, it's a deadly technique then.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
I mean, I fought him like earlier. I mean, he almost got knocked out, so I think you can handle him.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Have you checked the current event yet? Not yet. I'll plan to do that after this Kazuha event.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Alright, I mean, your aggressor, not mine. Alright, let's go.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Ryuji? Alright, so we're gonna go to the police station in this town. Alright. The agency, I remember this place. And it's been a while since I've been here. Sango. Okay, Ryuji.
Hey there, we'd like to ask you a quick question.
Yeah, do you know a random samurai with a cool sword?
Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaedahara Kazuha, we mean.
Yeah, that too.
Aha! So this is the renowned
Oh,
Mr.
no.
Kaedahara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
Oh, someone recognize him.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaedahara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him.
Yes.
To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaedahara's personal information.
Alright, please don't share his personal information.
Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
millions of more?
Oh, Paimon, no.
Oh, wait.
No.
Even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Yeah, Paimon, don't. Just more. I mean, Kazuha's information is much more important.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Oh, thanks.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it.
Yeah, personal information or sharing personal information is bad.
Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads, and I thought you might have some information from different sources.
Commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets.
Okay.
But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault.
Yes?
In which case, the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
Yeah, that's true.
That does make sense.
Are we the first one who got attacked by him, or he's been like doing that for a while?
Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
So he doesn't fight everyone because we don't have new information about him in the Tenure Commission.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere.
Yeah, just randomly attacked me. I mean, I think because he attacked me because I look like you, not gonna lie.
Few people possess your prowess in battle.
Yes?
So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
So I was the first one who got attacked. Is this your way of giving praise?
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted.
Yeah, I can handle him.
It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me.
Oh.
For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
We'll find him and we'll track him down.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
I mean, he helped me block the sword, or the spear.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
Instinct?
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you.
Alright, thank you for the help.
Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though.
Okay,
Let me tell you about it just in case.
go ahead.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time.
Okay, 2 people.
One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The
Nagato.
other, Amenoma Yuya, is a
Yuya.
samurai from the Amenoma clan.
A samurai and a collector.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Okay, I don't remember. I have bad memory.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy.
Okay.
2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Oh.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Yeah, so why is he trying to find you? That's the question. We'll investigate both incidents at the same time.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out.
I mean, I don't
along the way.
have nothing else to do, so...
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Let's go. Okay, hello, I remember. So you were the one. You're Aminoma. I can't pronounce it.
If it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha, what brings you here today?
I mean, you said you need help?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedahara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Ah, I see.
Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Yes?
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art.
Yes, passing down the same traditions.
As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand.
Patience.
There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day
Yes.
in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life.
They should put another animation to this guy because, damn, his arm though is gonna be very sore after he takes a break. If he takes a break.
As for the art of the Kaedahara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
Ishin art, alright.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner.
So the blade is alive.
You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedahara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
A fire?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
Probably a sword. An old sword at that.
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon.
Rare weapon, you say?
Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up.
So, collector with a strange or a rare weapon, and a samurai that gone missing.
He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing.
Yeah, blade
I
testing.
can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person.
I mean, we experienced like possession before.
He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Yeah, but there's a chance that it has like a possession effect.
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. Roger that.
Don't worry. You have our word.
I got it.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Yeah, probably the blacksmith or the sword samurai guy. We still need to get the info from the Nagato family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Right, time to go to there. The Nagato household. How far is that? That's the question.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Yep, we're trying to help find him.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come
That's
to
the
visit
word.
again.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Debt collectors. We're not debt collectors.
I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I mean, we got some information, but we need more so we can get the big picture.
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
What happened?
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
Oh no. If you wanna collect some stuff...
Our expenses really spiraled
Restraint,
out of control
that's the
when we
word.
started getting interested in weapons.
Ooh.
It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house.
That's why they have debt collectors. Because of him, he's using all of the money. Got it.
He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance.
He got a new weapon that is cursed. That's why he's got obsessed with getting a lot of Mora to get more weapons.
I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Aw.
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell.
Oh, at least he'll consider selling the items now.
His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Yeah, you did the right thing.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament.
I mean, he needs to like stop collecting the items so you have like more for your family. So yeah, I think you did the right thing.
And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me.
I mean, I believe that he like changed his mind about collecting items.
The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
Okay, well that's an interesting like. Okay, so after your fight, you went to the warehouse. There's a random fire, then they both got okay.
I see. I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
Interesting.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Okay.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down.
There's no bodies, so disappeared, so they went somewhere.
Perhaps he's too afraid to come home, now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him. We're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
That's so nice.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Okay, I'm trying to like get a big picture about what happened.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned.
Okay.
Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Where are we going,
Thank you so
Kazuha?
much. I just want him to come home.
We'll do our best to find him. We'll do our best. Okay, so recap. So we got collector and a samurai or a blacksmith. I remember. Okay, wait.
Based on the information we've
Never
gathered
mind.
so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paina was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and...
Oh, that's a possibility.
Nope, never mind.
Never mind, alright.
Brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, we are still missing crucial information.
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, there's something. There should be a reason why they start the fire.
Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up.
Yeah, a lot of things.
The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover.
Still with the theory that it was a cursed sword, and then because of the cursed sword, because there's a presence of a samurai, so he got like affected by the sword, and then a fight broke loose. But the question is, why did the other guy went missing? So that's why I don't believe in that theory just yet.
One fact that I keep coming back to is that Ame no Mayuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive.
Hey, it's me, introvert.
Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict.
Alright, yeah, like, there's two persons gone missing, but one person with a samurai sword trying to attack people, or trying to attack me and Kazuha.
Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker. We
Right.
need more information.
Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together.
There may be a connection, but we lack the information.
Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far.
Okay.
If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Alright, let's try to help them.
But where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
I mean, there's two places we can go. The warehouse or the place where he just attacked me. Or probably he just moved out of there. Or just passing by. Oh well, just go to the warehouse then.
Wait,
Yes, I'm waiting.
I hear something ominous in the wind.
Alright, Yasuo.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear.
Okay, Paimon.
As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Oh yeah, I forgot about the tournament. A lot of good memories. I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
There's nothing here.
I mean, I saw a little blinky in the shrine.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in.
Alright.
It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma,
Ooh.
the remnants of the Tatarigami.
The Tarigami, you say?
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation.
Alright.
We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
So it's an underground
Ooh.
warehouse.
So this is where they went.
The force is definitely coming from down below.
How did we miss this? That's the question.
The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Yep, the cursed energy. Okay, surely someone would have noticed.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters.
They turn him into samurai. I don't know.
But most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions.
Yeah.
Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder,
Ooh.
amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
Alright. So my theory is coming together that it was a cursed sword that pushing him to buy new items. Okay.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
I wanna go down there.
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
I mean, that's dangerous.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth.
I mean, can I open it and you step back?
You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris.
Oh.
I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing, but we can move all of the rubble to see what's in there.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us.
Is there a boogeyman in this world? Probably. There's a lot of creatures.
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy's source left this place. Two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
Yeah, we can't afford to delay any longer. Let's hurry.
Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you too will perceive its ominous presence in
I want me to use the vision sense. Okay, I'm here.
From this point, the trail appears to split into two.
Ooh, yeah, there's like fog over there.
The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly.
Two parts, so could that correspond to Mr. Nagato and Anemona? Yuya.
Quite possibly.
So they split
Let's
up.
search.
I wanna fight something.
Look at all those hilichurls. They're acting really strangely.
The trails where?
Something seems to be drawing their attention.
What?
Let's
What are you
take
guys
a
talking
closer
about?
look.
Ah, there they are. And let's do this. Hello, villagers. Do I need to fight you or what? No. Whee!
Quietly now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I forgot I don't have circles. Don't have circles. And
Gotcha.
look at that. 66k.
Busted.
Not even her, her, what you call it?
Terra smash.
Can't see anything.
Fire, can't fight fire.
Come on. Like it's like like all of their abilities is not yet fully leveled up. It's what?
Ugh. Look at this red stuff.
Oops, the rock.
What is it?
Is it blood?
By the looks of it, a letter.
Oh,
Written
never
on a
mind.
piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
It's time to read. It's time to read. I am Nagato. I was wounded by Amino Noma Yuya. He took my most precious blade. I chased him, but could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. I thought that I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding, but it seems that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down, so it was Yuya who attacked Nagato and then he chased it. Okay. Ah, it hurts. It hurts. But for some reason, I can't fall unconscious. So all I can do to distract from the pain is write. What will happen to Sachiko, Yoichi, and Yuji? I'm sorry to them. I really am. Only now do I realize how stuck in my ways I was, and how blind to my obsession. I must have been cursed, that's the word. I collected all those strange and bizarre things, and they won me. Not one iota of happiness or warmth, but all of it together. And it still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you, and sorry for letting you down, Sachiko. Aww. Poor guy. Poor guy.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato.
You got that, but you didn't get the sad, realization that probably he died.
Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse
Yes.
and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
But the question is, where is his body?
So, where is he?
That's the question.
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us.
Aww.
Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilichurls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
That's kind of dark though. His body was gone because of hilichurls. Let's ask the Terror Commission to do a thorough search later.
Yes, now we need to uncover some more important truths.
This is gonna be bad news to her, his wife though. A sad news too.
If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right. So let's get moving.
How did it come to this? It's not in his nature. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami.
Yeah, that too.
For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Right.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person.
Probably the attacker is the one who's using the blade right now. Like the cursed blade that he got attacked with.
On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
It's kind of a dark thought though, but if his body is... Oh, okay then. His body is here, right? Then the healer curse like move them, or... What does healer curse do to bodies? I don't want to think about that. Rest in peace. And it's gonna be bad news or sad news. Tell about that to his wife. I mean, this is the real question. Should I tell her or not? That's the real question. Is it better to be ignorant about what happened, or know everything that happened? Where is it? Ah, there's a boat here. I mean, there's still a chance that he's still alive. It's the important part because we don't know the
He
body.
seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Ooh, we found him?
Kaidehara Kazua, it's you, at last.